Hey, I'm Tanya, your resident behavior analyst, and today I'm here to talk to you about helping your toddler open presents and maybe actually pay attention to them instead of jumping from present to present. I know a couple of years ago, I was visiting at home for Christmas, and I was surprised to witness my nephew and my niece, who were younger, just literally jumping from present to present, maybe half ripping off the paper, glancing at it very quickly, looking excited, and then immediately jumping on to the next. So they had a pile of present and they just ran from one to the other. And at the end of it, they looked at the pile of toys and maybe grabbed one that really jumped out of them and ran off with it, and then didn't even pay attention to the rest of them. And my mother-in-law was a little appalled by the fact that they didn't really seem very thankful for their toys. They didn't seem to appreciate the things that they got, and the fact that they didn't attend to them. And I could understand if you take a lot of time in picking out these gifts and there's something that you took your time on thinking about and choosing, going out and getting, wrapping. It's a lot of effort on our part as adults, and it can be a little disheartening to see kids barely pay attention to it. I've definitely talked to a lot of parents. My sister's one of them. On her side, what she's done is she's taken the time to speak to relatives, and to help with it, she's asked for less presents so that maybe if they have less, they'll be able to focus on them more, which I think should help. But I know that that's not an option for everybody. Like in my sister's case, she was able to find certain relatives that she knew would be okay with it and would go along with it, maybe give a few gifts. But she knew which relatives not to bother with because they would do it anyway, which we all have people like that in our families, and I think we can all relate. So that's one thing you can do, and I feel like everyone knows that. Yes, less presents would probably help, but maybe you don't want to. Maybe you want to give them more toys. That's fine too. There is another behavioral strategy you can implement while you're unwrapping gifts with your child or children that really can help them pay more attention, slow them down. You know how they get really, really hyper and really excited? That actually helps keep them a little calmer if that's what you're looking for. If not, go for it. Let them rip through the papers and get at it. Either way is fine. It's just whatever works for your family. So if you are looking to help them slow down, pay attention to the gifts that they have, and maybe at least appear a little more thankful, I would assume that they would be if they really take the time to pay attention to them all as they're opening them. There are 3 easy steps you can do. Number 1, open one gift at a time. So maybe you handle the gifts and you hand it to them one at a time. And then once they've unwrapped the gift, take a moment to stop. That's step number 2. So step number 1, one gift at a time. Step number 2, stop after you open the gift. And step number 3 is to actually take the time to look at the gift. Maybe you take it out of the box. Why not? You have to do it eventually anyway. You might as well get it done in the moment because you probably have trash bags out. You can throw those things away while you're at it. But it gives your child time to look at that specific toy that they've just opened. You can explore the features on it. They can sample it a little bit for a couple of minutes, let them play around with it. You can explain to them how to play with it, or you can let them try to play with it, whatever it is. And then once you've taken the time to really take in this toy, then you can move on to the next one. It's easy. It requires a little bit more effort on your part, but if your goal really is to help your child slow down, be thankful for what they got, really pay attention to what they got, then I think that it's a good strategy to help them slow down in the moment and play with it. Why not? If you've tried this before, I'd love to hear about it, how it works for you, if you have any twists that you found that help, things that didn't work. And if not, then give it a shot if you'd like to for Christmas this year. Let me know how it went. If anything goes wrong, maybe I can think of ways to fix that. There's always something that pops up. Every kid's different, and different things arise in different situations. So I'd love to hear about it. I've specifically had my sister and other parents that I've worked with try this technique, and it's been effective for helping their children just slow down and enjoy their gifts more. So I'd love to hear your feedback on it. I'd also love to hear about any questions you might have or videos you'd like to see, questions you'd like for me to answer with behavioral strategies for issues you've been having with your toddler at home. pop them down below and I'd be happy to help in future videos. I've got big plans for videos in 2022. Almost said 2021. Here we are. And I guess I will see you then. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss any videos that come up in the future. And I'll see you then. Bye.